Cha cha cha.
Welcome to Dozen Cats Wellness and Tarot. I'm Tarot Stash, and there's Allie, Heart and Soul Connected, and we're glad to be guests on Dozen Cats Wellness. Please make sure you like and subscribe to show the love.
That's right.
Sorry,
You go. You go,
hashtag,
girl.
oh, here it is.
It's free.
It's free,
Per-
people.
Per run, unconditional love.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you so much, Gerald. I should get you to record that, and then I don't have to say that anymore. And I could play that little clip. That would be
It's
awesome.
your Ed McMahon. That's what it is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, there you go. I'm definitely the sidekick. I just
Listen,
sorted it over, and I'm not apologizing.
It's kind of like don't let any don't put baby in a corner. You're no one's sidekick, my friend.
And I've never seen that movie, so I know of that reference, but I've never seen that movie.
Well, you've missed out. Wow.
Well, happy spring, everybody.
Yay!
We are here to put a little spring in our step and a spring in your step, hopefully. And the reason why my lovely two friends, Allie and Gerald, are here is because
you asked us.
Well,
we're weirdos.
You were available. Yeah. I mean, I sent emails. No, honestly, I thought to myself, now, who could I celebrate the upcoming season of spring? And what is spring? I found a little saying today, and I thought it was really sweet, and that is that spring is nature's way of saying, let's party. And it's about the fresh air and decluttering and all things coming to life and waking up. And it's like if you were a snow globe, right, and you shook it. Spring is coming to life when the snow globe all the stuff starts to fall down, right? Things are happening. And in the summertime, Allie and Gerald joined me for Friday at the Fire Pit. And honestly, we had the best time ever. Yeah. And if I was more organized, I would have played that clip because that was fun.
Wow.
That was fun.
The memories. Thanks for the memories.
Yes.
There you go.
So, I'm not sure what's going on. My counter says 0, even though the chat is moving. So if there are people watching, hi, and thank you for being here. I'm going to stick Gerald and Allie's link in the chat, although I'm sure everyone knows who they are. If you're not, please do show my friends some love. They are awesome individuals and excellent leaders in this community, I feel. Just my 2 cents worth. We're going to stick this in here.
And we have so much fun being weird on your show. I mean, because
thank you so much. I think. Is it me or is it the show that makes you want to be weird?
Both. Yes. Both.
I think it's me that makes me want to be weird. But
what's that?
It's just me. I just want to be weird. Oh, I have those hands backwards.
How do you have your hands backwards?
Well, because if you're holding them if I was holding them like this,
right?
The thumbs when your palms are facing forward, the thumb is to the inside.
That's weird.
I have
messed up.
So that's why you just have to do that.
It's like doing your hair in the mirror. I get it.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Or trying to pretend that when you're on here, when you're supposed to point to somebody, usually we do it the wrong way. Yeah. So we have to do it the other way.
Look, I did it right.
That's good. There's Allie.
Yes.
There's Gerald.
There's Kelly. And you all liked and subscribed so that you get notified when we all go live, because we do that.
Well, now
I noticed that you have your night with you. Is only once a night is enough? Or
no, I just Jeffrey's not at home, so my knight in shining armor is
he's out of it. Okay.
So
well, now that you all know how to do directions we could start with this. I took notes, friends. I took notes. Bear with me here for a moment. I don't know what's going on. My computer's all messed up. Okay. So I would love to know what you both think. Define spring to me. In your opinion, what does spring stand for you? Mean to you?
I'm going to be real sappy here, but for me, it's starting anew. All the little flowers coming up through the grass and just starting to see color again. And the sun is out, and it's, today I was out with all the dogs. I got my grand dogs and my dogs, and we're outside and we're just having a great time. It felt good. Felt good. Smelled good out there. Yeah.
Yes. Linda says, I love the smell of the dirt in the springtime. So
yeah, me too. Yeah.
Excellent. What about you, Gerald? What do you think? What does spring mean to you, love?
Spring has always been a time of renewal. And as I've evolved as a spiritual being, I like the idea of the equinox. Yes. All things are balanced, and where I spend my time and where I focus my energy, the first few days after, up to the equinox and after, is where I'm going to spend my energy, where I'm going to be more comfortable spending my energy for the next 6 months.
Oh,
so, the other thing is spring to me, controversy, don't come for me, YouTube. Spring is messy. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot. Yeah, you got to clean everything up. Yeah.
Well, we got to clean everything up, and Mother Nature sometimes, like I live in Ohio, and our weather is such to where, we've already had like 70 degree weather.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day we have snow, and it's like that thing I've seen online where it says, this is like winter saying, leaving the room and then coming back, and another thing.
Yeah.
Another thing.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I get it.
Winter trying to get the last word in. I love that.
Yeah. But I think it's so important that for me, this is just for me, because this equinox has been tough for me already.
Really?
But it's been a struggle. I've been having those moments of, okay. And it's just like, okay, this is surface stuff. Because as you said, Allie, once you clear everything away, then that new life can come through, that new attitude, that new feeling, that sense of wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'll stop talking now, Kelly. You've been.
I had a question about Ostara, because don't you celebrate Ostara?
Yes.
Is that how you say it? Ostara? Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a pagan holiday, which is on the equinox. Am I right?
That is correct. And the equinox does vary slightly depending upon the day.
Yeah.
Because it's that.
It can be the 19th, the 20th, or the 21st, I think.
As Kelly is such a good host, everybody like and subscribe. She's good. But it's because it's science.
Yeah. Yep.
And we have to pay attention to that. And so I think it's and Ostara, the goddess, Estar, and I am terribly pronouncing it because, the goddess found a bird. I heard this story on April's channel, Terror and Witchery, or Natural Witchery, where she said the goddess found a bird that she loved and saved it by turning it into a hare. But the hare was not happy, because if you'd been flying all of your life and suddenly you can't fly. And so what happens is at the equinox, the hare turns back into a bird, and the eggs are the gift to the goddess.
There's the Easter eggs. Yeah.
Fancy the Easter eggs and the Cadbury bunny.
And the bunnies. Yep, absolutely. So. And the ducks are sort of representative of a bird. Yeah.
Wow. And I think, and Kelly, I you got me started because, for me, like I said, honestly, this has been a tough one for me, and I'm not exactly sure why. But for me personally, the equinoxes have always been when I've noticed my emotions change,
Yeah.
my things my chronic illnesses, they sort of go, well, wait a minute, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
It's sort of like
Yeah.
sort of like it's like the hour change, it's the time change, and
Yes, throws you off.
it
I
throws
sort of
off.
feel like spring is a shakeup. It's sort of
Yes.
literally shaking us awake, and it reminds me of my childhood. I know this may seem difficult for everyone to believe because, I seem so calm. When I was a young child, my parents had the worst time possible getting me out of bed, and years I spent being woken up in a complete panic, right? Like, being yelled at and hollered at and water thrown at me and lights flickering on and off because I literally was like, no, I can't hear you. I'm not doing anything. So I always sort of associate spring with that kind of period of my life. Like, I just want to keep sleeping. I just want to keep hibernating. I just want to, like, you get used to the warm and the
You're
cozy
not ready.
and
Yeah.
put the blanket over your head. And this is forcing you to get up. And once you do get up, you find that little spring in your step and everything sort of sorts itself out. But the getting up is the hard part, right?
Yes. And Kristen Louise says that, forcing our bodies and psyches out of hibernation.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true.
So what defines spring to me? So spring to me, it is the onset of my favorite place and coming to life, right? Being outside. I can't wait for the moment when it is warm enough where I could go outside and sit on my back patio or on my front porch and have my morning tea and listen to the birds and just sort of take in, the sunshine giving me a kiss on my cheek. It reminds me of when I was a kid and, like, you fell and you had like a little boo-boo and like mommy would like kiss it better. It just makes me feel like a kid again. So when I looked on the internet to see, what is everyone saying about spring and how is it making them feel, this was a definition that I found, and I thought it was appropriate. So what defines spring? A time or a season of growth or development, specifically the season between winter and summer, comprising in the northern hemisphere, usually the months of March, April, and May, or as reckoned astronomically extending from the March equinox to the June solstice. So it's like an in-between.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
New beginning, if that makes sense. So like an in-between new beginning.
Yep.
And I think because it is such a departure from where we've been in terms of like the cold and,
Right.
you're not going out as much and you're not doing as much, that it literally feels like you went to the mailbox and you open it up and there was like 18 invitations all for the same weekend. And you're like, oh my God, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's literally how it feels to me. But
Yeah.
once you sort out how you're going to get there and what you're going to wear, all of a sudden you just had like the best weekend ever, because you just went with it. That's kind of how I feel.
Plus, you can wear white patent leather shoes now, and you can wear, get a little purse. Not you, Gerald, but yeah, that was like, well, if you want to, we'll let you. We'll let you
Why
join.
are you limiting me? I have some sparkly white high heels, so.
Oh, now that I would love to see.
Yeah. Well,
next time Allie and Gerald come, it'll just be our shoes. That's all you're going to see. Just our feet.
Oh, wait a minute. Everybody knows what I'm going to do, right? Because Kelly, do you feel like you've lost?
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, where are they?
Because Allie, I do have tiny feet as well.
I hope they have I hope that the toenails are done.
The toenails are not done. I need to do
Oh,
that. I
you
do
will.
need to do that.
You will.
But there are a lot of wonderful people who are watching. And while Kelly is doing what she needs to do,
Mhm.
Well, what I
Linda
was
is
trying
here.
to do was I used to collect miniature shoes, and so I was
Oh
going to
my
show you
God.
what I have a silver sparkly shoe, but this is a purple one here, of course. It's
Oh.
actually a piggy bank that my mother bought me. It was the last gift my mother ever purchased for me.
Okay.
Don't
Don't they also have ones that you can put your wine bottle in? Like
Yeah,
a
I think
shoe.
so.
But,
Yeah,
but my shoes that I collect are like a legit collection from a company.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They come in little shoe boxes and
Oh
the
my
whole
God.
bit.
Yeah. Linda's here. Esther's here.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Teresa.
I
Ron
still am
is
showing
here.
0 on my count, so I don't know what's up with
Yeah,
that.
I don't
but
see
anywho.
anything there
trying to
either.
help.
Yeah.
Kelly doesn't
And
catch
Bims.
wellness. Taro
Yeah.
is here. Jessica Lynn. Teresa Baltazar. Kelly's
Mhm.
not going to invite me back.
Stop.
You're welcome for the hand analysis, Amana.
Hi, Bonna.
Jessica Lynn, I've already said. Kristen Louise.
Mhm. Linda and Bims
Bim.
and Kiba. Mhm.
Hi, Kiba. Good to see you. Haven't seen Kiba in a bit. So let's pull some cards for the peeps. Anybody who wants what's coming up in spring or what can you look forward to in spring reading, pop it in the chat. We'll do our best to get you all there.
And I think this is really helpful for me because I appreciate the fact that things can get messy and stuff is peeking out. I think that's a good thing to remember.
Yeah.
I mean,
because they don't stay that way forever.
no, they don't.
Right. Yeah,
Unless you're
right.
like me and you just let them, you don't do any spring cleaning. I mean, I'm working on my spring cleaning from 1998.
Oh,
Before
that was a
Kelly-
good year. That was a good year. Yeah.
1998. Why was it a good year?
Oh, I
See,
don't know.
Now
Because
that's really interesting, though, that you mentioned that, Jill, because I think that a lot of us, we're human beings and we have enough to do, and so we don't often associate spring cleaning with anything other than, oh my gosh, I have another chore to do kind of idea, right? The idea of spring cleaning, if you can allow yourself to think of it as a way to clear out the clutter, right? Get rid of
so
the
you can make room for the new.
right?
That's right.
Make room for the new. You're literally planting the seeds for the upcoming season by, it's like de-weeding the garden kind of idea, right?
Yeah.
So if you can think of it that way, there's lots of us that maybe we can't go out, maybe we can't travel to a park, maybe we can't plan a vacation, maybe we don't have a garden. There's lots of things that you can do to help you sort of be a part of the season and get the joy or bring the joy from the season into your life, as opposed to going,
That's true.
oh, I've got all these things that I've got to do, right? Because listen, it's holidays, it's the tax season, like it's a lot of pressure, you know what I mean? So you can do things like clean out a sock drawer. I talk about it all the time. People think,
So
whatever
true.
they want to think about it. It literally helps to clear your mind. Go to your closet, color coordinate your closet, put all your spring colors, front and center, and start wearing those to pick yourself up. Those pastel-y kind of colors bring you joy. They just make you happy. They associate things like Easter and the egg hunts when you were little. They represent the colors of flowers. Go out and buy yourself a bouquet of flowers. Start a herb garden in the kitchen. Just opening up the drapes and looking out at the sunshine, or listening to the sounds of the birds or the children playing, or things of that nature, lift your spirits, right? It's all about injecting a little bit of positivity in.
And thinking about the wheel of the year, and from an agricultural society, spring is dawn.
Yes.
So all of these light colors, all of the colors are very appropriate. They tend to be the lighter and more pastel because that's what we see when the sun starts to come up.
Absolutely.
I love it when I have my what is it, perennials, right? They come back every year.
Yes.
I love that because I can't remember what I had planted, and all of a sudden there they are, like a gift. It's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Is it? And usually tulips or daffodils or
Yeah.
lily of the valley will show up.
Crocuses. Mhm.
Yeah, crocuses.
Is it
Yeah.
crocus or crocuses?
Oh, well, if there's only one, it might be a crocus or a croquet.
All right, Miss
You
Kristen
sort of
Louise
said
is up
that
next.
you said that with a British accent. You're getting ready for Kelly's show on Saturday, and in Richie.
Mhm.
You know, and again, I'm probably never going to be invited back, but that's on
Oh, stop.
Dozen Cats Wellness. Please like and subscribe.
Right.
Okay, so what are we doing? Like 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards, like 3 cards each? Is that good?
I got 3. I pulled 3 out already. So is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to pull until I am told to stop.
Are you ready to go, Allie?
Yeah. Yeah. I got a really great spring card for you, Kristen. It's birthing. Look at this. And it does almost look like a flower coming up from the ground. And so you are rebirthing. It's like a whole new day for you. And look at the sunshine in the card. Your abilities for mediumship look like they are strong at this time. So if you can spend a little bit of time working with some other people and see if you can do some practice with them and get your confidence going, because I think you have the gift. There you go.
Beautiful, Allie.
Yeah.
You ready, Gerald, or do you want me to go, love?
You can go. I'm sorry, I was putting my necklace on because
All right.
one must accessorize, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, what a way to start. So, Kristen, this is what I've got for you. I chose a color card, which is amber.
Ooh, pretty.
I mean, that's just beautiful.
I
So,
love this
amber
color.
is awaken your creativity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Creativity helps us do so many things, and a lot of people think that creativity just means like I want to draw or I want to paint, that kind of thing. Creativity is a great way to release things when saying like release is too difficult for us, right? By journaling or by drawing landscapes or things like that, it can help you in meditation and manifestation. By creating like a scene. You can write like a little storyline to imagine yourself or transport yourself to a different time, a different place. You can also decode your dreams by, writing them down, those types of things. And I'm sorry, this to me just looks like some kind of beautiful, like liqueur. And considering I don't drink, that's really weird, but that's what it reminds me of. It's like hot caramel sauce almost. But anyways, I digress because I'll be running out to the kitchen now for a hot caramel sundae. Anyway, the next card that I got for you, Kristen, is the new moon in Aries, and you've got go for it. Notice the colors. Notice the colors are very much the same. You've got these pinky purpley kind of golden, lovely colors. And the last card that I got for you is the peppermint. And we have success. Notice the key there, the key to unlocking an undiscovered talent, or the key to unlocking perhaps maybe something that you feel is blocked, or you can't quite find, like the area, you know what I mean? Like, you want to do this, but like where in that spectrum do you want to go? There's something about this creativity and this peppermint that's going to allow you to sort of pinpoint it, I think. So
Awesome.
That's what we got for Kristen. I love that.
I love those color cards, Kelly. You do so well with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, my friend.
Hey, Rose Blue.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
All right. Is that fuzzy? That's fuzzy, isn't it?
Oh gosh, that's gorgeous.
Beautiful card.
So this is the 5 of Cups. So thinking about spring, there's a lot of time. We see a lot of things that just. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. There's a lot of things in the spring that we see it, and it looks like things are disappointing. They're not the way they were in through the winter, here's the thing about this is you need to actually uncover all of that stuff so that you can see what's actually there, because then we have the Magician. Powerful card, very spring oriented, and I see that you said you've been you've been feeling like you've been evolving, and the things to remember through the spring is you still need to take some quiet time, and that time for reflection. And I love how we have the light, and the light is continuing to return, because what that'll help you do, Kristen Louise, is it'll help you to be willing to invest in yourself. Because I love we have an ace and we have the Magician, so we have 2 ones, and that's the start of something very, very powerful.
So, wow.
She said yes, there is something right now that might become a disappointment. I'm waiting to find out, though.
And if that's the case, yes, it's okay to be disappointed. Do not let that stop you from making movement forward.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's an important thing. The fives are about the disappointment, and it's okay to be disappointed. Just get up, take that disappointment, and move on.
Use it to move you forward.
Yes,
absolutely.
well said.
SGG is in the house and is up next, and Allie, I'm going to stick you in the hot seat.
Okay. I just wanted to say those cards Gerald had, they remind me of the old Peter Max colorful cards from the 70s. Yeah.
This is the Spectral World. It's a very
beautiful,
very nice. Yeah.
Purchase responsibly, know your limits. I did just hear this person is creating a new Oracle deck.
Oh, that's wonderful. Benjamin Simon. Okay. Thank you.
I want to say that Kristen says, wonderful, I hate hermiting these days, but I probably need to.
All right. I know that I do. All right, Miss Esther. The first card I pulled was the Synchronicity card. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Be looking for things outside of you that bring synchronicity to your life. There is no such thing as coincidence. Things are lined up to happen in a certain way and for a certain reason, and you'll start seeing them if you're looking for them. I also pulled the Crystal Vision. I'm thinking that, it's got the eye there. I'm thinking perhaps you're working with the third eye. Perhaps you're working with some kind of clair that will bring you a little bit more information. And the last one I got was Protecting Love. And I've never pulled this card. I love this card. It's gorgeous. And she's holding a little kitty cat. And she's almost mothering the kitty cat. And I think it means also make sure you take time to take care of yourself. Make sure that you're taking care of this little tiny kitten, and that's wonderful. But you also need to take care of yourself. And so there you go. There you go. Thank you. Thanks, Esther.
That's well said. Yeah. Did you see Rhonda and Lisa? You're muted.
I'm muted, so none of you heard any of that.
Well, I was going to start actually doing the voice.
Are you swearing at us? Is that what it was?
No, I was saying thank you. That was well done. And Lise and Rhonda, I have you starred. Not sure if we're going to be able to get to you or not, but I do have you starred. And I will close the questions at this moment. Esther G. Wonderful cards for you. And I sort of co-sign everything that Allie just said. So the first card that I got is Mystic Meadow, which is Sanctuary.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
Use it, so Kristen got the Hermit card. And I don't think that this is Hermit-like. I think that this is more about rejuvenation kind of idea, right? More about cleansing and allowing yourself to navigate the lessons and the information and the tips and the tools that you've already accumulated so that you can apply them as you go forward. But I feel like right now you might be just kind of like, oh, okay, like I've got so much coming at me and so much going on in here that I can't quite figure out where I'm supposed to apply it or how I'm supposed to implement it. The next card I got was stop. So to me, this is all about like get present, right? Just get quiet, get present, do some clear thinking sort of exercises like meditation, journaling, those kind of things, or just go outside and just breathe. Right? Just allow yourself to just acknowledge things. Yep, there was a plane. Okay, great. Just that kind of thing for like 5 minutes a day. And I think that's going to help.
It's great advice.
I got the plum card, which is overcome your challenges. So I think that stopping, removing yourself from that chaotic, hectic kind of situation, and then allowing yourself to just sort of soothe yourself. And you could do that, right? You could put your hands over your heart and say things to yourself like, I love me, I'm great, I'm beautiful, etc. It's a self-soothing thing. You can put your hands over your heart and feel your heartbeat, and express gratitude and blessings for, having a roof over your head and food on the table and for, for living and for breathing and being healthy and those sorts of things. That centering is going to help you to overcome your challenges. Whoops, and I just threw my card. Gerald is up next with Esther's.
Esther, the first card that I have for you is the Ace of Wands. This is the card of first creativity, a lot of energy. And Allie, were you the one who had something about the third eye?
Mm-hmm. Crystal vision. Yep.
Crystal vision could be a download of some sort, something that's there. Then we have the Six of Wands, which is that victory in that everyday life and having things work very nicely for you. And it just suggests that the energy and what you're doing with your attention goes quite well. The Radical Abundance card that will support you throughout this process is having understand
cute.
that you have what you need. You are enough.
That's right.
And
Perfect.
it's important to, what do you have that you can actually use? Because you can get really, really creative when it comes down to some of this stuff. So
Gerald, the second card you pulled up has is like her avatar in a way. I mean, the moon is on her avatar, but see how
Beautiful.
interesting. Yeah.
So
Hi, Craig.
Esther. Hi, Craig.
Yeah.
I love that.
Very nice. Yeah.
All right, Miss Sylvia is up next. Well done, Gerald. Hi, Craig.
Sylvia.
And Gerald just inspired me to pull out another tarot deck that I have that I love this deck.
Would you like me to go with Sylvia first?
You can.
Oh, Herb Crafters, yeah.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Who wants to go first?
Gerald
Me.
can.
Me?
Yeah.
Sylvia, okay. Spring. All right. Spring. All of the this is the 10 of Wands. All of the hardships that you've been carrying through the winter, you can put them down and not carry them anymore, because the worst of it is over. It's all done. Because the other thing that we have here, Sylvia, is we have the Hanged Man, which suggests to me this spring is a really wonderful time, Sylvia, for you to get a different perspective of what's been going on in the winter. Of course, I don't know if you're in the northern hemisphere or southern, but there's a beautiful opportunity for you to see things differently, get refreshed, And I'm going to pick you a Radical Abundance card. Diversity.
Ooh-wee.
The ability to get out of your house, get out and move, spend some time in nature, like Kelly was talking about. And diversity of where you get your energy from, where you get your energy. So be outside instead of just being in front of the TV, your computer working. Enjoy that. So thanks, Sylvia.
Yeah. Thanks. Very nice, Gerald.
Thank you.
Okay, so I get the first one I got is flow. You are in the flow, or you're going to be in the flow because spring is here and you're on your way. Make sure that you take time with the flow to be grateful. Be grateful that you've gotten through the hard winter and that you're ready to enjoy what's coming and the fruits of what you've been doing. I see here you got the artist card, but what I like about this card is it's sort of like busting outside and, playing with one of those twirly things, because you don't have to necessarily be a painter or a singer or any other. You can life is art. Life is your canvas. And so it's saying get outside and enjoy that and make the magic happen. Because it's out there and things are magical for you. Isn't that pretty? I love that part. Yeah.
Those are beautiful cards. Absolutely beautiful cards. Both of you have brought the beautiful decks for spring. Sylvia, I sort of like when you pulled up that card, Allie, with this stick, it reminded me of like rhythmic gymnastics. Right?
Yes.
And I immediately thought of, different occasions that come up in the summertime or the springtime, when we go outside and we light those sparklers, right? And all of us used to stand there with our sparklers and like draw things and like write things, you know what I mean? Because it was fun, right?
Yeah.
Until someone put one of those things on your birthday cake and you tried to blow it out and you realized that you can't. and it became unfun.
Doesn't work. Yep.
From the Herb Crafter Tarot, Sylvia, I start out with the Seven of Air, right? The Seven of Swords. And, the Seven of Swords is that like sometimes it's betrayal, sometimes it's, being cautious. It's kind of like looking over your shoulder. So if you, because it's in in sort of like the past position, if you will, if you've been dealing with something, you're coming out on the other side of it. I feel like you're a little fragile from it, but I think you're ready to get past it. And when I say that, because the next two cards I have are totally very positive and very upbeat. So I don't want you to be alarmed by that. We have white. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous feather. And lighten up. Hi, Lady Soul.
Yeah.
So lighten up. Well, what does that mean? Easier said than done, right? Choose the moment, choose the day, choose the time, choose a particular activity or a particular opportunity that presents itself to say, you know what, right now, I'm just going to choose joy. That's all. Just right now in that moment, because you felt good, or you just woke up, like your coffee was ready before you expected it to. You got an extra 35 seconds, whatever the case may be. Take advantage of that moment to just say, okay, you know what? Today I'm going to express my gratitude for the things I'm grateful for, or something of that nature. Throw the curtains up and look outside at the sunshine and just be like, yes. That's how you lighten yourself up, right? Lighten yourself up is lifting your vibration. You have the marigold and positivity. You're literally inviting it into to you. So this looking backwards, yeah, you're not going to be looking over your shoulder anymore. You're only going to be looking forward. And I love that for you. She says, yes, Kelly, I'm ready to bust a move.
Gonna bust a move. That's great.
Awesome. All right, Miss Jessica Lynn is in up next.
Okay. Hi, Angela. Want to say hi to Angela
first? Yes, Angela will be coming back to Dozen Cats. soon.
good.
Well, but then so if Angela's coming back, that means people should like and subscribe to Doesn't Tarot so that they are notified
That's right.
there's a live,
Ding
right?
the bell. Ding the bell.
And ring the bell. Pump, 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 because it's free.
Yes. And I don't want to be you know, I don't know how people feel about this you know, in the spiritual community. I was recently I just want to take a moment to that point that you guys were saying about liking and subscribing and all that kind of stuff. I was recently watching someone who is not within the community, meaning that it's not a reader that we all sort of associate with ourselves with. And they addressed this notion that being a spiritual person and receiving money for sharing your gifts, in her opinion, is a bunch of hogwash. What she said was that her or someone in her family was a lawyer, and so them sharing their legal mind is sharing their gift. You wouldn't ask a lawyer to do something for you for free. So if you're sharing your gift, you're sharing your gift. And you know, it started me thinking, I don't know why people feel that way. You know, that spiritual people shouldn't ask for money in terms of like charging for their services. Like if I give you a reading, you pay me, that kind of thing. But my point is, subscriptions don't cost us anything. Subscriptions are free. And so if you think that someone that you know might like the content here at Dozen Cats or at Tarot Stash or at Heart and Soul Connected, please subscribe, because it does help all the channels. So
yes. Well, and I think it's always a good thing to there's an exchange of energy.
yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, these are free readings. If you had to pay for them, you may value them differently.
Yes,
because there's been an exchange. So
yes.
All right, I will get off of my soapbox and give Jessica Lynn a reading. How's that?
Put your high heels on, though.
Put your high heels on.
Yeah.
Well, what makes you think I'm not wearing them right now?
Good point.
We haven't been able to see. All we saw was bare feet.
And they were tiny, you know, bare feet.
Tiny
feet. You could put shoes on the hands. That would be so fun.
Jessica Lynn. Okay, this is the second time we've had the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups. You know, there is some disappointment thing, you know, all of the emotions that are coming on. What's important to remember is look at the gifts and the beauty of each of those cups, even though they may be knocked over and there's something there, perhaps maybe nothing to offer, or what is offer is gone. Then we have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, Kelly is playing with Ben. The Ace of Swords this is actually a perfect card for this time of the year, because swords in my practice relate to start with spring. So this is really about putting your thought, word, and deed into something new. And then Jessica Lynn, your Radical Abundance card is guidance. Pay attention to what guidance is out there. Listen to yourself. Listen to people around you. It feels like you may get some messages coming through as you are leading into the spring. So that's me.
Awesome.
Miss Allie.
Hi, Ben. I just have to say hi, Ben. Okay. So the first card I got was, it's a time for you to increase some of your knowledge. It says education brings opportunities. Take a class or pick up a book or find a mentor. You don't have to do anything formal, but it's just reminding you that it's always good to re-up all your knowledge and to learn something new. And it's suggesting that spring is a good time for that. It also says stay the course, but I don't think it's stay in the college course. I think it just means don't give up. Don't give up. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. Learn from your experiences and keep going, because we all go through that. We go through dips and ebbs and flows. And it says here you are in tune with what you're doing.
Oh, nice.
So, and look at it, play a little bit. You're at the amusement park there, kissing your friend and just enjoying it. So there you go. Lots of fun.
One sec, Sylvia. I will put their links in there for you. This is Allie's channel. Allie's channel. And Gerald's channel.
Yay,
They are in the description box of the video, of course, but
Thank you.
there we have it. All right. Jessica Lynn. Okay. So I'm going to go out of order as to the cards that I pulled so that it makes sense. We've got the Four of Earth. I'm not sure if you feel like you're holding on a little too tightly to something. Maybe you're feeling a bit insecure about something. I feel like you might be dealing with some you've got some challenges and some obstacles that you're trying to overcome that have affected you deeply, and I think that you're holding yourself really sort of tight and trying to protect yourself. I don't know why I feel that like really strongly. We've got the Wood Nymph and Beauty. I'm going to suggest mirror work as a great technique if you are in a situation where you are, doubting your worth, right? Journaling is a great way to sort of remind yourself of who you are and allow yourself to write it down on a piece of paper so that you can see where negativity might be creeping in and sort of sabotaging your efforts, right? We've got the beautiful card of Indigo, which is Improve Your Vision.
Ooh, wow, that's beautiful.
Spring clean your vision.
Yeah. I think that that this is a great moment for you to do like a spring cleaning, like Gerald just said, of just in here.
The way you're looking, the way you look at something.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I want to say half full, not half empty, and I know easier said than done, but
I know. Yep.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, everybody that's popped in. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It's very nice to have everyone. We appreciate all of the support. Miss Linda is up next. Who would like to go first?
I can go.
All right.
Linda.
Every time I look at Gerald's screen, now I know that that's a knight in the background, but it's like Gerald at the Oscars.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you know what? I'm doing a laugh and learn about the Archangel Michael on Monday. I should put wings on that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You could have an Oscar party.
I could have an Oscar party, but as Ben, who is in the chat, Beneficial Tarot, knows, I've not seen any of the Oscar-nominated films or the Academy Award.
Well, then you would have been doing excellent readings because you have no prior knowledge. So
there you go. Linda. Oh, Linda. This is lovely. 6 of Cups. This is beautiful. Linda, there is an opportunity for you to really to share your gifts with those around you. And it's okay to spend some time in the spring to think about what you did over the winter and focus on feeling good about that, remembering fondly about that, because guess what? What's coming up next is the 8 of Wands. This is going to help propel you forward and propel you to get your desires and your creative endeavors. There's a sense of Linda, I don't know what you're working on. There's some sort of a creative endeavor that's actually working well for you, and I think in spring you're going to actually see it start to move, because once it bursts through the ground, you're going to see a lot of growth, and then
Oh, look at that.
is
Yeah.
the relaxation card, is your radical abundance. Remember to spend a little bit of time relaxing. Put relaxation into your daily practice, because if you're working really hard, it's like Mother Nature. There's the sun is up, and then there's nighttime, and it's nighttime when we rest, and it's natural. We need that chance for growth to happen underneath, growth that we can't see. Oh, I love it. I'll be taking Lewis's mediumship course later this month.
Good, Linda. That's good to know. Yeah.
Congratulations. That's lovely.
That second card looked like a bunch of popsicles. And so I'm happy because I love popsicles.
Thanks. Now I want a popsicle.
They don't make the root beer ones like I liked when I was a kid. They had root beer ones that I loved.
And when I say popsicle, for me, one serving is a box full of them.
Of course, and it's liquid. It's part of your liquid intake.
Hydration.
So, hydration. That's it. Yep.
Last night I had. Do y'all know what Klondike bars are? Do y'all have
Oh
those?
yeah.
What would you do for a Klondike bar, Kelly?
So I took a friend. I had a Klondike bar, and then I put chocolate sauce all over it, and I ate it in a bowl like it was ice cream. I just had the best time ever. It was like so exciting to me. See, like that's another spring thing. Like I wouldn't think to eat ice cream in the winter, right? But all of a sudden it's like, ooh, it's almost spring. I can have ice cream. It's crazy.
I can have ice cream anytime.
Just like my iced coffee, and Gerald's the same way. Yeah,
iced coffee.
We like our iced coffee. Yep. All right. So, Linda, I got the mother card, and I know you've got those two new budgies, those two new birdie birds, and so you're mothering those little babies, and I think they're bringing you some joy. I really, really do. So, you're busy with that, and of course, serendipity came into your life to find those little babies, and so just the idea of it. Look at that. It looks like it's like a merry-go-round, but it's one of those sky rides. I love that. Mm-hmm. And you may say you're a dreamer, but you're not the only one. There you go. And the last card I got is faith. And I would say if you're going to be working with Kevin, and I think Stouffer is going to be working with him too, but have the faith that you'll be able to do what you want to do with your mediumship skills, because I think it's time. I really do. I think it's time for you. So dream it and do it.
Yes, Ben, I've had popcorn, and popcorn isn't just for movies. Sometimes it's actually for watching drama.
Oh, true that.
Yes, that's right.
Craig says he wants an old-fashioned dreamsicle.
Oh, they're so damn good. Yes. Yes.
An old-fashioned, the cocktail.
What's that?
An old-fashioned is alcoholic beverage.
It's a cocktail.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So I should tell everybody, Craig's coming on my show tomorrow at, I think it's 10 o'clock my time, and he's going to talk about his trip to LA. So you have to come by and see.
Well, and of course they will know about that, because guess what they've done? They've
subscribed.
And yes, Shelley, this is fun.
Yeah,
be a fly with a fly swatter over the subscriptions. But we love you all, and we listen. Gerald goes to all the effort to make all these cards. The only reason we keep going on about it is because we want him to know that he is appreciated for his efforts. That's what this has really been about.
Definitely. Yes.
Oh, thank you. I feel heard and seen and valued.
Oh, you are.
Darling,
you are, my dear. Very much so. Yes.
Miss Linda, this is what I've got for you. The first card reminds me very much of Allie's card that she got with the mother card with the budgies. I have butterflies, There she is standing there with this beautiful sort of halo around her head of these gorgeous springtime little wee blossoms, right? Of the daisies and so forth. Embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. This reminds me of what I was saying before, right? You choose the moment when you sort of swing open your arms and say, now. We have the power to do that, but oftentimes we forget that that's within our wheelhouse, right? The next card I got is the color card of Coral. And this says, allow flow and synchronicity into your life, which you are doing by taking this course, this upcoming course. And I think that you are going to be, when I say blown away, I don't mean blown away by your own ability, but I think you will be blown away by the experience of it, right?
Oh, definitely.
I haven't taken a course, and I'm not trying to make this about me, but just speaking to what I just said, I've tried it and I'm blown away by it. So when you're in a class where you're like working that muscle and developing that gift and that skill even further, you will be blown away in terms of the amount of love that is shared between you and the person that you're reading, and the amount of sort of healing that you can offer people by developing that muscle. So pay attention, because I really feel quite strongly that you are sort of like a chosen person. We've got the onion here, which is protection, right? I think that you are like a chosen person to do this, in terms of you are protected, and so therefore, push you forward to do that, if that makes sense. That's what I got for you. So
Excellent.
I see nothing but great things for you, my friend.
I love the idea of taking this class in spring, so it's going to like blow out the cobwebs and make things clearer.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Well said, Gerald.
Very nice. Yep.
All right. So Gypsy JJ is up last here. Gerald, Allie, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Oh, go ahead, Allie.
Okay. All right. So I'm pulling out the portal cards. I got these a couple of weeks ago, and I like them. And we're going through so much astrologically and with the new season as well, that I just think it would be fun to know what kind of portals that you're dealing with in your life. So let's see what I can come up with. Okay.
I want to know that deck.
Yeah, it's really a nice one. Oops, I can hear my boys. I have my grand dogs, and so I have to go feed them their dinner. All right, so
Are they
the
dancing?
first one I get is commitment.
Beautiful.
Oh, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a marriage, but it could be just another thing. And we can be committed to growth in the spring. And I love that it's in the middle of the forest. Yeah. Isn't it pretty? It's very
I just
nice.
got a total chill with that, Allie.
Did you? And look, it's an 11. I love that. Yeah.
Ooh,
Very nice.
Maybe that's why I got a chill. I don't know.
good.
Oh,
name.
wow. And the next one is a double word 44. Freedom.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So look at this. We're at the doorway, and it's absolutely beautiful. And this, come on out, the sun's shining. There you go. You've got the freedom of what's coming up for you in your life, and also with the new season. So Gypsy, there you go. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. And there's something coming to an end for you. But I don't take it to be anything bad. I think it's a long winter. I think it's a long time of being hibernating and staying inside and not being able to do all the things that you'd like to do. And there is a couple of lights in this. You can see the light there, and you can see a light at the end of the tunnel. And so I think that it's interesting that it came after the spring, but I think it's to remind you that that you'll have this again, because every season has an end, but it also brings you the next beautiful season, and you'll know that that's always waiting for you. So there you go.
Gypsy.
Thanks, Allie.
You're welcome.
So things have been tough for you. things have just as I make Kelly's cards explode. Things
Sorry.
have been tough for you, and in the spring, the Seven of Wands is about sort of being willing to go through, do the stuff that you need to do, and stick to it to ness. So
there you go.
and then again, I got the Five of Cups.
That's
And
the third time. Wow.
it is the third time.
Yeah.
What this is telling me is, Gypsy JJ, perhaps it's time for you to do some sort of a cleansing bathing ritual, something to where you actually take a shower with intention of letting all of the things go, so that things are that you'll be able to see the cups that are working for you, instead of worrying about everything that is focusing. Refill your own cups by focusing on all of the things that you have, instead of the things that you don't have.
Yeah.
And then here's the radical abundance: companionship. People are, there's probably people around you who care about you and who are able to, that sounds horrible, but there are people who care about you and want to be supportive and be a companion for you. And sometimes you have to reach out and ask for, and say, hey, do you want to go out for a cup of coffee, or are you available for a Zoom call, something along those lines. But this is also a sense that you're not doing this by yourself. We're all doing our own work, but we're all doing our own work together.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
We are stronger together, friends.
Yes.
And sometimes we just need a hug,
Absolutely.
Amen.
virtual or otherwise. Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, Miss Gypsy JJ. We start out with anxiety, so I'm sort of getting the same thing that everyone else has gotten. You've gone through a tough sort of winter, a tough situation, a tough, a challenge, an obstacle. We've got the card of turquoise, which is, this is just beautiful.
It is.
This is about awaken your empathy. And now I don't mean to imply, because I know you, I know that you are very empathetic, but I don't think that you're very empathetic to yourself. You're not being very forgiving of yourself. Your standard for yourself is up here, and you need to reduce that by switching your sight line. In other words, the standard that you have set for yourself may have been accurate a month ago, 6 years ago, 16 years ago, 6 days ago. Today is a new day, right? And every day our perspective changes because of the obstacles or the challenges or the opportunities or the possibilities that present themselves to us. And you have to be more what's the word I'm looking for? More adaptable as you navigate those, so that you do not try to fit yourself inside of a box that you don't belong in anymore. Right? That box is from then, it's not from now. So
stop limiting yourself.
Yes. So how can you do that? So to what Gerald said, right? I've got the pine spirit. I was going to say pipe spirit. I knew that wasn't right. Purification. This is, like Gerald said, purification baths. This is positive affirmations. And I know lots of this isn't feng shui, but you could put a mirror beside the front door or close to the front door. When you go out of the house, give yourself a wink, give yourself a smile, tell yourself you love yourself. When you come back, congratulate yourself for a job well done.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things are worth their weight in gold. Put on a fancy pair of socks or a fancy bra and like no one knows, and just go out feeling really good, right? You've got to do some self-soothing things to sort of boost yourself up to a level where you feel like you are ready to tackle anything. But it has to start with you removing the feeling of before and bring it into the present, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
That was a lot. Thank you for the question.
Mhm.
Now, let's put us back to where we belong in this lovely little triangle of ours. Gerald, what's coming up for you on your channel, dear? Where can people find you?
Well, people can find me at Tarot Stash on YouTube because
Okay.
they liked and subscribed.
Right.
I'm actually a guest on Richie Longman Tarot's channel on Friday. We're having a
Excellent.
conversation. Looking forward to that.
Mhm.
On Tarot Stash on Monday, I actually have a Laugh and Learn Archangel, the Archangel Michael. And then I have another Laugh and Learn on Tuesday with Medium Betsy Palmer and Jamie
Oh, cool.
Wandering
Yeah.
Mountain Bardic Path.
Mhm.
And we're going to be talking about work. We'll just say that. You have to tune in.
Okay. All right.
Have to tune in. Don't do the cliffhanger. No. Allie, what's coming up for you, love?
Well, in about an hour, I'll be on Dream Detective Kate's show with Linda G. She's coming on with us, and we're going to be streaming also on my channel at Heart and Soul Connected. So come on by and see us. Tomorrow, I have Mr. Craig Dixon and his wonderful guide, Clara Bow, coming on. And gosh, I have a lot of other things. Oh, I have Susan Lynn on Friday, which is really nice too. Yeah. So I got a lot of things going on. Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot going on this week, believe it or not. I know. It's hard to imagine. This Friday at 11:30 a.m. I will be on with Sonia Rain Lee for Coffee Chat and Oracles. I was supposed to be there before, but then we had to change the schedule, so I'm really excited and looking forward to that. On Saturday, I have chat and cards with the UK team, which is Ben from Beneficial Tarot and Richie from Longman Tarot. So I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
On Sunday, normally I do my Sunday Connection show, as you guys all know, but Sunday is the 11th year passing anniversary of my mom. And I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna do a live or not, to be perfectly honest. Last year I did a big show where I had my sister, and we talked about our journey of grief and celebrated our mom. And this year I don't know what I'm gonna do. So if I show up, you guys will get the notification, of course. And if I don't, that's the reason why I sort of might want to just celebrate it on my own.
Do what you need to do. That's so honest.
Absolutely. Well, I kind of had a bit of a meltdown last Sunday, so I'm listening to what's being said to me, and I know that I need to deal with my own stuff. So I'm following my own advice.
Good.
Checking in. So thank you so much, you guys, for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone in the chat for hanging out with us. Happy spring. Go plant some seeds and get ready for all opportunities and possibilities to blossom.
Beautiful.
Yes. All I want to say. We wish you many blessings.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.